The Legend of Zelda is arguably one of the most successful video game franchises in history. As the player, you take on the role of Link, the protagonist of the game, who is often tasked with rescuing Princess Zelda. Classic. It's a family-friendly game that we have all enjoyed at some point in our lives. However, I think we can safely say that we have everlasting PTSD from particular songs the games have haunted us with. And you bet that's what we're going to be talking about today. Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Lucy McPhee. If you're a fan of Legend of Zelda, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another gaming vid. Okay, now that's covered, let's jump into our list of the top 10 creepiest Legend of Zelda songs. In at 10, Goron Mines from Twilight Princess. We're starting on a high here with our number 10. Goron Mines is a creepy tune that plays as you as the player and making your way through the Goron Mines. You're forced to navigate through a lava-filled dungeon while encountering enemies like Dodongo. Now this big boss battle pits you as Link against Pyrus, the Twilight Igniter, a beast engulfed in flames who you must attempt to defeat while this horrifying melody is playing. Just listen. Yep, if the flaming creatures weren't enough, you're also forced to listen to a score that sounds like someone dropped a xylophone down some stairs. No thank you. In at 9, Forest Temple from Ocarina of Time. So this creepy tune comes as Link exits the Temple of Time. You come face to face with Death Mountain in the distance, which is as unnerving as ever, as you're forced to navigate around the market, which is run down and littered with zombie-like creatures called Redeads. And when I say littered, I mean they are everywhere. Facing a bunch of undeads while listening to a score that sounds like hail pitter-pattering on your window while an otherworldly voice is humming in the background. Even worse. Around the 1 minute mark it begins to sound like in-pain voices are reaching out to you for help. I mean, that could just be me, but take a listen. In at 8, Dark Beast Ganon Fight from Twilight Princess. Now this gem occurs during the final battle in Twilight Princess, so of course the devs had to include one hell of a creepy tune to go along with the intense showdown between you and Ganondorf. While up against the giant boar, he charges around the perimeter of the map, vanishing and reappearing. A lot of the time right on top of you. Yeah, not ideal. And the intense beats of this score while you're trying to slay the beast is the added fear on top of this hellish cake. The thumping paired with upbeat keyboards sends you on one hell of an emotional journey. In at 7, Guardians Awaken from Skyward Sword. Now this theme plays when you as Link enter the Silent Realm in Skyward Sword. Silent Realm holds the Guardians, the protectors of the realm who are awakened when Link fails to collect one of the Tears of Light within the allotted amount of time, or when he steps into the waking water. Your only options once the creatures are awakened are to run and hide or collect tears without getting hit. One hit from the Guardians will send you right back to the beginning where you will have to complete the trial all over again, which is pretty damn hard when you have the music blaring down your headphones that sounds like it was created by aliens from Mars. It's synthy and jarring and could be the theme to any classic John Carpenter movie. In at 6, the first half of the Blazetta battle from Twilight Princess. This creepy score is once again brought to us by Twilight Princess, which I can safely say I will not be playing ever again. During the Blazetta boss showcase, we're first greeted by music that sounds like it belongs above a child's cradle. When you involve kids, I'm out. Hard out. The worst part comes, however, when the boss loses their turns around, teeth showing, and red eyes penetrating your soul and begins to attack you. The music intensifies, sounding like a distorted Christmas song that took a journey to hell. Take a listen. In at 5, Final Hours from Majora's Mask. This tasty tune comes from Majora's Mask during the final day, aka the third and final day Link has before the moon crashes into Clocktown. Joyous. Citizens of Clocktown are now in a state of fear upon this impending doom, and the music that plays reflects that. Eerie bells and a sad melody whirling in and out while you complete whatever tasks you have yet to resolve. Take a listen. I shed a tear. In at 4, Shadow Temple from Ocarina of Time. First things first, I hate the Shadow Temple. I hate it. As Link, you navigate through it, entering rooms such as the Taunting Rooms of Illusion or Dungeon Map Room. Creepy. The former is filled with voices speaking words of hatred and death towards your character, and the latter, well, it's once again filled with our favourite baddies, the Re-Dead. Good stuff. Now in the temple you will eventually face off against the Phantom Shadow Beast, Bongo Bongo, who is arguably one of the hardest bosses in the game. So of course we should have an equally menacing score to go with the menacing beast, right? Well, to sum it up briefly, the music sounds like you're descending into hell. The moans of tortured souls, the banging of drums, and the feeling like you're at some kind of ritualistic ceremony is enough to drive me away from this game forever. In at 3, Majora's Incarnation from Majora's Mask. Majora's Incarnation is the second form of a boss from Majora's Mask, the first form being the mask itself, and the second being a much more humanoid looking creature. The score fits perfectly with the monster as you as Link battle to defeat the Incarnation, which is erratic, disorientating, and leaves a trail of after images in its wake. It's a synthy masterpiece that makes you want to pull out your best moonwalk on the dance floor, but when you pair it with the battle, it becomes one hell of a creepy nightmare for the player. Take a listen. In at 2, Ikana Valley from Majora's Mask. This devilish tune comes at Ikana Canyon, cursed land home to the dead and vengeful spirits filled with hate. Lovely. This land is also home to areas such as the Ikana Graveyard, Ikana Well, and the Spirit House, all offering up their own creepy elements and surprises. I mean, my biggest question is why Link doesn't have severe PTSD after the horrors he's faced over the years. Poor guy. Now this theme gives the player some major anxiety. It creates a sense of violence and torture in a very haunted area. It is fitting music for a destroyed location run rampant with evil spirits. And finally, in at number 1, Fire Temple from Ocarina of Time. Yet another temple where you must navigate around the lava that resembles the fires of Mount Doom. Fun. This trial pits you up against a fiery red dragon who is trapping you on a platform surrounded by the lava. Now conquering the worm-like beast isn't too challenging for a long-time player of the game. The most challenging aspect is not throwing yourself into the fiery pits while being made to listen to the most disturbing score imaginable. Seriously. I'm triggered. The score is like a lot of others on our list, filled with synth, Viking-style humming and unsettling chants. But what makes this 1,000 times worse is the distortion during certain parts of the music, making it sound like Satan's children are calling to you from the fiery pits. Well, there we have it guys. What did you think? Do you still have nightmares or low-key emotional instability because of these songs? Let us know in the comments down below. As well as if we missed any of your favourites, perhaps we can do a part 2. While you're down there, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss another gaming vid. And until next time, see you later.